Hey there, welcome. Welcome back. We're in the Future of Blogging Facebook group. We are on day 5 of the Future of Blogging Summit. And so we've got lots and lots of great speakers that you've heard all week. I would love to hear what your comments are, what your favorite takeaways are from the whole week. So feel free, there's a post in the Facebook group for you to drop your suggestion or your comments there. Speaking of suggestions, if you do have suggestions, there was a link in your post for a survey, so make sure you fill that out. But let's dive into today's content. It was a little quieter in the Facebook group today. I know you're probably all catching up because we had that late access yesterday, and so there's probably a little bit of overlap in trying to get all the sessions watched. So I get it. Um, we'll be back in the Facebook group tomorrow at 2:15. So I will recap today's speakers then. So if you didn't get a chance to finish them, just jot your comments, your takeaways in the Facebook group sometime by 2:15, and we will mention them then. Um, so let's see. Today's speakers. We had, well, I guess my session with Renee was first. What did you guys think of that? It was kind of fun. I have so much fun in my coaching group, and Renee, when she taught us that session on how to make that cocktail, it was so fun. We were just having a great time. Anyway, I love when you can have fun and still accomplish like amazing things. So always a good thing. So I talked about how to like start blogging. I know there's a lot of you who are just kind of at that first stages of figuring out how to blog, figuring out what you want to blog about, figuring out your niche, figuring out all of the things. And there's so many things that kind of fly at you kind of early on in your blogging. And you've got to, make a lot of big decisions fairly rapidly. And sometimes you're maybe not sure of it. So hopefully, between the session and the freebie, I did a really, really meaty freebie on pretty much everything from going to from the point of where you're trying to figure out what you want to blog about through when you buy your domain name, and just kind of walked through all of kind of that time frame where there's so much to think about and so much to narrow down. So hopefully that has provided some value to some of you. I know that that's not everyone that's at that. Some of you are obviously way past that. But I also wanted to give a nod to those who are just starting up because everyone has to start sometime, right? Um, and then the next session after that one was Yadzia's printables section. And she did such a great overview of printables and how to use them and how to sell them, like just so much related to printables. Printables. Anyway, um, and I think printables are great because they're such a nice way to be able to add some extra income without adding a lot of extra repeated work. And they're also nice because you can set them up well in advance of when you want to sell them. So before you even have traffic, you can start working on your printables. You can do that in conjunction while you're building your site or whatever. Like it's up to you as to when you want to work on them. It's a lower stress. There's not like you're not trying to fight having to have huge amounts of traffic to do it and what anyway, lots of options. But printables are a nice way to be able to do that, to be able to make money on your site. And when you think about it, even if you don't have a lot of traffic, you can add an affiliate program of your own where you're paying other people to advertise and share with their audience what you're selling. So yeah, you'll make a little bit less per item, but you'll still sell to people that you would never have even had been exposed to without those affiliate things. So definitely keep that in mind. All right, and then our third speaker, drawing a blank here, and I shouldn't because I've been talking about these so much. Our third speaker is Jennifer Sunnison. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes, I love her session. So she talked about how to grow your blog with podcast guesting. And at first, I was not quite sure like how well it was going to align. I let my speakers pick their topic based on what they know about. And so she gave me a couple of choices, and I was like, I think this one. And the more we dug in and kind of really got talking about it, the more I was like, yes, this is the perfect topic. Because honestly, when you're doing a blog, one of the biggest things is you want to get an audience. And what podcasting does is get you in front of audiences, in front of other people's audiences. People have already grown their audience. And it's really a win win all around because podcasters are looking for people to guest podcast with them. And it makes their job easier when they have someone interesting and fun to chat with. And it makes your blogging go easier because, hey, there is so many people that will listen to a podcast and then follow it up by checking out your site. And at the minimum, even if you don't get a lot of people coming to your site, if you're able to get a backlink from the podcast site, from the person who's hosting the podcast from maybe their website to your site, then by all means, you're definitely winning because, you've got that opportunity to grow your authority with Google when you have high quality backlinks. So definitely, it's like a win win all around. And it's very similar if you're familiar with guest blogging. So, guest blogging is when you have someone that you contact and you say, hey, can I write a blog post on your blog? And would you let me put a backlink to my website from your blog? And usually you want to ask for a do follow backlink, meaning it would allow link juice to be spread to your site. Sometimes you're only allowed a no follow backlink, but if you can get a do follow, obviously that is preferred because it gives you a little bit more authority. What a backlink is it's um, in the simplest sense is basically giving Google evidence that you have a trustworthy site, um, that you have the authority that you're building authority. Because if you think of it like when someone tells you, oh, you should go to this great new Mexican restaurant, Italian restaurant, whatever down the street, you're taking their word. Like if they were someone you didn't trust, you probably wouldn't want to go to that restaurant. You'd be like, yeah, thank you. I mean, you might, but whatever. It means more when it comes from someone you trust, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So if Google gets a backlink from a high quality site to your site, then Google says, oh, okay, this person has something going on here. They know what they're doing. Let's give them a bit more authority building evidence. So yeah, so there's lots and lots of great things that you can get from doing podcast guesting and from doing guest blog posts. And just really anytime you can grow your audience is a win. There's so many things you can do to build an audience, but those are probably two of the easier ones. You can do bundles, you can do summits, you can do hosting your own bundle or summit. Those are lots and lots of work. But I think that for being in alignment with what you do anyway, like guest blogging and guest podcasting are pretty similar, and they're pretty similar to blogging. So if you haven't tried it out yet, give it a try. And Jenny has some great ideas for getting started doing that. So definitely you'll want to check that out. Now, I don't know if you saw, but we have a little post in the Facebook group that talks about we're doing a replay weekend. So starting Saturday morning at 9 a.m., we're going to have a replay of all of the sessions that have been played all week long. So you'll have access to all of them from 9 a.m. Saturday till 9 a.m. Monday. Those are all Central Standard Times. And so I hope that lets you fill in any gaps that you're missing, catch anything that you wanted to see again. Um, and if it's not enough, we did keep the price lower this time again for the summit. We're just at $37. I mean, things are just it's nice to be able to give you that opportunity to get in at a low cost and be able to listen up and get lifetime access to the summit. So definitely, if that's something that is of interest to you, you'll want to check that out and get that taken care of. Trying to think if there's anything else. Let me just do a quick pause and look through the Facebook group and see if there's anything I missed for comments. Like I said, we will go back through these for today's speakers. We'll go back through it tomorrow. And Ooh, one thing we didn't talk about yesterday, there was a comment from Denise about Liz Teresa's, and she said that right quadrant, the top right quadrant of your site is very important. A good place to have a subscribe button. Yes, absolutely. Um, and let's see here. Just making sure. Sorry, bear with me just a moment. I'm scrolling away. Andy says, interested regarding Yadsia's printable. So thank you for your comment, Andy. And also thank you for sharing, is what Andy says regarding Jenny's podcast guesting. So there you have it. If you have any other comments, feel free to drop those, like I said, in the Facebook group. We'll go over them again tomorrow. And otherwise, I think I've covered everything. Oh, I don't think I mentioned um, the um, the live day. We're going to do a live. So I like to follow up the Facebook or the Future of Blogging Summit summit itself with a live event. So that way we get to just like interact personally. I mean, it's kind of live here. I mean, technically it's live, but I can't see your faces. I can't hear your comments. And so a live group event is going to let us be able to I can present on some great concepts regarding helping you with getting started with blogging and working on your blog stuff, and then also you can be able to ask me questions and we can interact. So I'm super excited about that. There's 3 different times available, and the registration sign up is free. It's in the email, so feel free to get scheduled for that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm super excited. So, all right. Well, have yourselves a fantastic night. And don't sleep in too late tomorrow because you want to make sure you can get started watching those videos. I'm super excited to be able to honor and offer those videos for you as a replay because I know everyone is so dang busy during the week. And hopefully, you'll be able to catch anything that you missed over the weekend. All right. Take care. Have yourself a fantastic night, and we'll be back in your email. I'll send an email tonight letting everyone know about the replay, and I'll be back with the replay link in the morning in your email about 9 a.m. So I look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.